Ready?
Ready.
Hey everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Snitchin'. It's your host, Kristen.
And Brittany, get ready for the best part of your day. And it is an extra special day today. It is Wednesday. We have my sister-in-law, Kelly, on. Say hi, Kelly.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Kelly is a nurse at Brigham and Women in the neurology. That's how you say it, right? Floor.
Neurology, neurosurgery. Yeah.
Yep. And then she also has my favorite little girl human in the entire world, Harper, is her daughter. What is she now? 18
18
months?
months today, actually. Special
Oh,
day.
Oh,
perfect. It's
I
like we
know.
planned it.
happy year and a half to Harper. That's crazy.
I know, right? It went so fast.
For real.
It does. It goes really fast. I just put her down. She's getting 18 months. We're definitely getting an attitude, a personality. She's nuts, but she's fun. So I just chucked her in the sheets right now, right before them.
Oh my God. I can't wait to talk about. I'm like, this is secretly my excuse to talk about Harper for an hour.
So true. Brittany's obsessed.
But
Oh,
yeah, but wait, so Kelly, how many people do you know having a baby in the spring?
so the count has definitely went up since we even did it. I want to say off the top of my head, like 15 or 16 people that are having a baby in
How
2026.
crazy is
What?
Yeah. Between like cousins, friends, like work friends, we know. I mean, when we did the count, there was like 11 or 12. And then we realized we even missed some people and found out about people after. So I honestly think it's up to like 15 or 16 people.
and like 90% of them are between April and June. It's like kind
Yeah.
of crazy.
A lot of June. It seems like a lot of like June and July births. Yeah, it's crazy.
That is insane. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people here could be using this advice. So I hope you're tuning in.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why we were gonna focus a little bit on like early parenthood. Kelly can obviously comment. I will comment a little bit, my unsolicited advice. But yeah, that thought that could be a good topic. I feel like we haven't talked a ton of parenting, which is crazy.
No, not really. Yeah, I'm excited about this. This is gonna be great.
All right.
Same.
Ask away. I'm an open book.
Well, first, how were your guys' weekends, the long weekends for the holiday?
Yeah, it was great. We went up to Loon. Who I skied Sunday. Brittany doesn't ski, but she hung with Harper. A couple other people don't ski, so they graciously took Harper. Brendan and I, a couple of the guys, Brendan's dad, skied on
Fun.
Sunday. A couple of the boys skied on Saturday as well. We came home yesterday morning, so we were up there for 3 nights. It was nice.
It's like a
Yeah.
perfect getaway.
Brendan, I worked till 3:30 on Friday. So Brendan picked me up at the Brigham. We didn't leave till like 4. So it was a long ride up to Loon from Boston. But
How long is that ride? What, like 2.5 hours?
yeah, it wouldn't have been bad we've gone up from the Brigham when I worked till 7 and we've gotten up there in like 2:10, but it took over 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
First question in terms of motherhood, how do you handle a long ride with an 18-month-year-old child?
So we typically would try and plan it around nap time. Like if we're going to go somewhere, if it was, if neither of us were working on Friday, we probably would have left like, I don't know, call it like 11 a.m. so that she'd.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But because I worked and we left at 4, weren't going to get up there till her bedtime, really didn't want her to nap on the way up. So we kind of kept her busy, did some music. I ended up like propping my phone up, doing some Miss Rachel in the back seat for her. We stopped halfway, let her like walk around a little bit. I changed her diaper.
I
So
can't believe she didn't fall asleep.
I know. She was so that's why when we got there by like 8, she was only up for like 20 minutes and then we got her in her jams and put her to bed. But definitely planning around nap, I feel like is clutch typically.
Yeah. That's what we left Saturday right
Yeah.
around 11 so Tyler would take a nap.
Yeah.
Chucked him in the sheets after that.
Chuck
Yeah.
'em. Yep.
Yeah.
What is it with Miss Rachel? Like, my God.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
God.
It's
It's
insane.
crazy.
Like she's great. She's educational for them. It gets a little annoying. I love you, Miss Rachel, but like, the songs and stuff, just like
Yeah.
I'm literally trying to fall asleep at night and it's like icky, sticky, sticky, sticky bubble gum. And I'm like, oh my God. Like
Yeah.
but it's crazy. I don't know if it's the like bright colors, her voice or what, but she does a great job.
Something.
She's got
I'm so happy.
yeah,
Jump.
like
I
literally
love that
all those
one.
songs are just on repeat when I'm trying to fall asleep. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. I know. I don't know if it's like the how they like talk to the camera and like kids feel like they're like actually talking to them or
Right,
something. I don't
right. I
know.
think it's a combo of everything, the voice, the colors, the music, everything, and they just get sucked in.
Her voice is like so high pitched.
It's so, yeah.
Yeah,
Like I don't know if that's something where babies like a higher pitched voice. I don't know, but it's like
maybe.
every kid I've ever seen is like transfixed or whatever by
Yeah.
this woman.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
got there was for Christmas they had make a Miss Rachel doll that I got on is Amazon, like $16 on Amazon. You press her hand, she sings all those songs, and Harper is like beside her, like it's insane.
I love it.
We watched the Pats too before we get into it. Tell us about the Pats game.
Yeah, how
Oh,
nuts! You were in person.
yeah, the Pats game was great. I went with my friend Katie and two of her coworkers. We had great seats. Same section I was in the last week before. And I hadn't been to a Patriots game since till last year. So I don't know. I got lucky this year with the ones I was able to go to
Yeah, this is her third Patriots game.
this
Wow.
season. Yeah.
2 out of 3 were playoff games, and one of them we saw Taylor Swift. So you got a good track record.
Yeah, wow.
No, I do. Well, in the other one, I brought my nephews to the Panthers game this year.
So 4.
4, yeah. And they crushed it in that game too. So that was great. Yeah. I mean, it was just a great vibe. Thankfully, we were covered. So I
Yeah.
think like I was not cold, which is I was very worried about. I wore legit 3 layers, 2 leggings, pair of jeans, 2 thermal shirts, sweatshirt, jacket, scarf. Like I was locked and loaded, but really didn't need it.
Sound like you'd be sweating.
Kelly, I took off my jacket during the game.
Damn.
I
And
mean,
it was
you'd rather be able to take away, I guess, than wish you had more. But you were covered. I can tell that you were good.
I
Yeah.
was so good. I took off my hat. Like, yeah, I mean, great game. Couldn't have asked for a better game. It was a lot of fun. The stadium was like lit. It was
Yeah.
super high energy. So
It looked so awesome. Like it seemed like such a great atmosphere.
great atmosphere. Yeah.
It snowed like the whole time too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. Like I would say the only downside of it was that, which, I expected, like Gillette needs to figure out I don't know how they can, but getting in and out of Gillette for any event is just
I know.
the biggest pain in the world. So we definitely experienced that. We parked, pro tip for anyone who doesn't know, because I didn't know, there's a tailgater lot at Gillette where it's not that far of a walk. I'd say it's like 15, 20 minutes to the stadium, and you can park there and you don't have to pay to park. In fact, you can get a $50 gift card that they give you when you exit. But the stipulation is that you have to wait 75 minutes after the event ends to leave. So
It's not bad.
it wasn't bad. We went to Saga, the sushi place, had a drink.
Yeah. Especially a day game. Like, I mean, a night game, that would be terrible. You have to wait after
True.
like midnight, 1:00. But like a 3:00 game, wait a little bit after. That's perfect.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I can absolutely go get a drink. Like, that's fine. And then we went. But even after that, I think because it was snowing, they closed some of the lanes or something was going on. So it took us like 2 hours to get home from when we got to the car. So that was like, not ideal. But other than that, A+ event. Go Pats. I'm so pumped
Let's go.
I know.
for this next game.
I know.
And we're at 3 on Sunday.
Blessed.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think that
Thank God.
actually is like the best time.
Legit. 3 is awesome.
4 is a little bit late because when you end, it's like it's really like almost 8:00. It's like nighttime.
Yeah.
And 1, you just can't really do much else with your day.
I hate when it's on at like 8:30 p.m.
Oh, I don't catch
Oh.
any of the game. I'm in bed if that's the case.
Yeah. Yeah.
What time? Yeah. Okay. So have always gone to bed later than Brittany's like a early bird person. I feel like for bed. You're like what, 9:30, Brett?
Yep.
Where are you at, Cal? I'm like 11:30 constant.
So it depends. So I have to preface by saying that, Brittany said, introduce me. I'm a nurse. I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If I know I'm working the next day, I'm an early bird. Like I'm not asleep necessarily, but I'm like in my room by 8:30 and I read a little bit and then I go to bed. If I've gotten home from a shift, like I've worked and I'm not working the next day, I'll stay up a little later, like 9:30-ish, maybe. Crazy. But no, because when I know I have to wake up at like 5:20 in the morning, I start to get anxiety. I'm like, all right, I got to go to bed. I got to rest up. I'm not going to sleep enough and I'm going to be so tired tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm on the earlier end, and Brennan usually stays awake and watches TV and then comes in after me when I'm already asleep. But it'll be like 7:30. He's like, you want to start a movie? I'm like,
No.
I'm going to bed in like a half hour.
Yeah, Chris is like that.
Watch a movie at this hour.
Yeah. I'm like, I was thinking like a half-hour show.
Yeah. Like, that's crazy. No.
I'm envious.
Yeah.
That's a goal for 2026, a resolution, earlier bedtime. I got to be like you
Yeah.
guys. That's where it's at.
It feels
Yeah.
I love getting into bed. It's like the best feeling.
Me too. Me too. Yeah.
true.
You're just so ready. I feel like it's like I don't even try to go to bed early. I'm just so worn out by the end of the day that I'm like,
Yeah.
I need to go to bed. But speaking of, should we get into talking about kids and parenting?
Sure, let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, cool. Let's start at the beginning. So, tell us about your pregnancy, Kelly. Like, was it what you expected? Was it not?
Sure. So I have to preface by saying I had a great pregnancy and labor. Like, I cannot complain.
Yeah.
I really felt great the whole time. I feel like the first trimester, I was exhausted, just like slept all the time, slept in, napped for like hours during the day, but I was never sick. I felt great. So I do have to say that. I thought I would really, really not like being pregnant. And I wouldn't say that I like hated it, but I definitely wouldn't say I'm someone who like you hear people say, "Oh, I love being pregnant." Like I didn't
Weirdos.
love it.
Yeah.
Like I just when I didn't like it or when I'd feel like, like bummed out that people are going out and having fun and you have to like dial it back a lot completely.
Yeah.
You just
100%.
you just have to think about like why you're doing that, and then it's like, okay, no, this is obviously totally worth it. But I did have a great pregnancy, great labor, great delivery, so I do have to say that I can't like brag and say, oh my god, it was so easy. But
Yeah.
just for me, I just had a great experience, thankfully.
Yeah. I always say pregnancy was like, I mean, it's like tough and stuff, but it's just boring. It's the
Yeah,
worst
right.
part.
Like
It's
boring.
just
Like
so
everybody,
boring.
like yeah, like we all socialize all the time, all together. We're having drinks, all like
Yeah.
we hang with our friends and our family like every weekend, and
You have to behave.
just behave and sit there, and then you remember why you're doing it, and it's worth it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good take too, because I feel like I only hear really two sides. Like either you really hate being pregnant, which I know a lot of people truly feel that way and like, feel like out of control of their body and you get maybe
Mhm.
feel sick, all those things. And then, yeah, you kind of also only hear the other side of like, oh, I love being pregnant. Like, I think it's a good like message to say. You can also just be like fine with it.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean?
I think that describes me. Like I was just chugging along. I was like, okay, made it another month. We can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
When do you guys like start to really show when you're pregnant? Because like when do you tell people what 12 weeks? That's like the safe time.
Yeah, like because that's
Yeah.
at the end of the first trimester. I think. Well, they say you show like earlier with your next
Future. Yeah.
as you have more. I feel like I started showing maybe like a little before halfway. I feel like
Yeah, like 20 weeks.
yeah, when it's your first, and like, but then by the end, I felt like I was a balloon.
Yeah. I will say pregnancy a second time. I cannot imagine a third, but a second time, it was a whole new ball game.
Right,
Whole
like
new ball
running
game.
around chasing after a
Yeah.
toddler while
Yeah.
it does sound. Yeah, so if you interview me again after a second one, my tone on like how was my pregnancy will probably be different.
Yeah.
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 That's
I
a
always
good
say
point.
it's like with the first kid, like the pregnancy is easier, but the birth is harder. And then with the second kid, the pregnancy is harder, but the birth is easier. I'm like, I don't know which one you'd want, but you had an easy birth. So hopefully you'll be easy. Or no, hard easy.
Yeah. I never heard that. Yeah. Like easier pregnancy, harder birth. That makes sense. And
For
then
your
second
first one.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's flipped.
Yeah. Did you ever have anyone come up to you that like, do people act different like the more that you show? Like, did anyone ever try to touch your belly or something?
Yes.
I don't remember anyone really trying to touch my belly, but people. I always joke without naming names or the floor that I work on. There were people at work, like a few people in particular that like I see these people 3 times a week. And like there were 2 people that would always be like, "Oh, you're even bigger than when I last saw you." I'm like, "I literally saw you 48 hours ago. Like why do you?" And then they would say it like every time I went to work, and I was like, "All right, we get it."
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Like yeah, someone's like, "Oh my god, are you sure you're not having twins?" I'm like, "No, one baby in there."
Like that's not a compliment.
No, like I do not get that people do not have social decorum with that type of thing.
It's outrageous.
Yeah. Yeah.
it goes
People
out the
definitely are
window.
nicer to you, like letting
Oh
you
yeah.
cut and like, in the lines at the grocery store, and they're so nice grabbing stuff for
On
you.
the train.
Yeah, they are
So
nice.
much, so nice on the
Holding
train.
doors. I did.
Yeah.
They're a lot nicer.
I do remember our friend Taylor saying to me, like, you know what? Just like rule of advice for your pregnant friends, like, just don't comment if they look great or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
just don't say anything about the
Yeah.
appearance. And like you're good. You're golden,
Right. Say,
Yeah.
hey, how you feeling?
How you feeling?
All you gotta say.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Rule number one,
Exactly.
people.
Exactly. What about any like any advice for new moms that are pregnant right now?
Let's see. What do I have in my little notes app? You guys gave me some nice prompts, so I did jot down some notes. Advice for new moms. I mean, I feel like that's hard because, like not everyone has I'm not a,
Yeah, same issues.
but I would say something that we definitely did that I think like made us more confident and made it like I think you need to get out with the baby. Like
Mm,
we took Harper, ask anyone, this girl
yeah. Harper went
was
everywhere.
probably in every restaurant and bar on the Eastern Seaboard, like by the time I went back from maternity leave.
Yeah.
Like we took this girl everywhere, but I'm glad we did. Like, because you need to get out as like your parents, you guys need to get out and get some fresh air and go talk to other people. And you want the baby to be acclimated, like not used to just being in the house 24/7.
Yeah.
I know people get anxious, the germs, taking them out, totally get it. But I feel like it will benefit everybody in the long run, your whole, the baby and you guys, if you can, go out, just go for a quick lunch, go do, a little something, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Go out while you can.
go
Because
out while
then
you
when
can.
you have like a second kid, it's that
Mhm.
much harder to go out because now you have two.
Yeah. And even like Harper's age right now, 18 months, it's getting tough to, bring her out.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to sit still. It's tough. Other advice, I think something else, I think like however you want to feed your baby is what you should do. I bottle fed. I have no regrets.
Same.
It's the best thing for myself, for Brendan. I think fed is best. And like I give tons of people, if you breastfeed, all the power to you. That's a full-time job on top of like learning how to be a new mom.
Hmm.
But like if you choose to bottle feed or, however you choose to feed, don't feel any shame. Like do what's best for you and your family.
Yeah.
I think that's a good
Yeah.
point. Like, I mean, also for you, because like what you just said, Kelly, breastfeeding is a full-time job. I'm sure it makes it more equal with you and Brendan, or like
Mm-hmm.
a wife
Totally.
and husband. When you bottle feed, you can share that responsibility so much
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. And like when you're first breastfeeding, you need to be, even if say the baby's sleeping like for a stretch of 3 hours, like you may need to be waking up and pumping after 2. And it's like I feel like you're never sleeping. And I'm like, if I don't get a lot of sleep, I am not nice. I'm not a nice
Same.
person. Like I knew I wouldn't be the best mom I could be if I was not sleeping at all. And so, yeah, that was like a major reason for it. And then, yeah, like Brendan and I, especially when she first came home from the hospital, she had her days and nights mixed up. She was awake from like 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. or even like longer stretches. And so Brendan and I would just literally do like 2 or 3 hour shifts because we were just exhausted and neither one of us could do any longer than that in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So like, he'd be with her 12 to 2 and he'd give her a bottle. And then I'd go with her from 2 to 4 and he'd go sleep and I'd do a bottle. But I think if I was up all night pumping and feeding and this and that, it would not have been a good experience for anybody involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember one of my doctors, I think it was right after Connor was born, like, because I did the same thing. I just bottle fed. And she was like, honestly, every parent, like, they're going to be sacrifices you have to make to, like you said, like, take care of yourself. Like, I will be a better parent if I sleep. Like, if I try to feed you, and I'm not sleeping, like it won't they cancel each other out because it's
Yeah.
like now so it's like you have to take care of yourself. Like another example, she was like, if people are coming over and like you think you need to clean the house, like you don't have to clean the house, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um so stuff like that, you kind of have to like really prioritize your time and energy.
Yeah.
Did you feel a sense of like, holy shit, I like have a baby now the first time you brought them home? Like when you're out of the hospital and you're like, okay, like here we are.
Yeah, you're walking out and and then we get her in the car and we from the Brigham, we were living in Dorchester, had to go VFW, like the Jamaica way to get home. And I remember sitting in the back, like clutching the car seat and making sure Brendan was going legit like 15 miles an hour. That's scary. Yeah, you get home and you're just like, oh my God. Like I remember
Yeah.
sitting down on the couch and like Frankie, we had our dog was there. And we put her on the couch and I got on the couch under a blanket and I was like, all right, so like now what? What do we do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we're in
Yeah.
it.
Do I just like put on the TV? Is that cool? Can I do that?
Oh my
Yeah.
God. How is Frankie with Harper? Frankie is my all-time favorite dog. He's
Frankie's
so
over here
cute.
sleeping next to me. Can you see?
Ah,
I'm showing him.
Cutest bulldog.
he
Here
is
he is.
so cute.
Hey, Frank.
Say hi, Frankies.
Hey, Frankie.
Frank is great with Harper. He was very good when, even from the time we brought her home, he was really good. Definitely very curious, which made me nervous at first, but always gentle. But he would be up in her face, sniffing her, licking her. And like that was a little scary, but so good. Like even now, now that she's starting to, she'll whack him and he just sits there kind of with like his puppy dog eyes. Like, what is going on? She was
Oh.
like straddling him today. He was on the floor and I look over and she's on his back. Like he's just laying there, but he's a good boy. Like when there was a babysitter over last week, they were putting her to bed. He was laying outside her bedroom door, like making sure everything was fine.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a really good boy. He's a good boy with her.
I feel like they're instinctual with babies.
Well, we had Brittany's other brother, Kyle. I'm married to Brittany's brother, Brendan, came to visit us in the hospital, and he had Frankie at his place in Southie with his fiance at the time, Sammy. We sent home Harper's little newborn cap that they had on her in the hospital.
Mm.
Brought it home and he like gave it to Frankie to be sniffing and like get used to the scent. We read that online and I don't know if it worked, but he was a very good boy when we brought Harper home. So
I love that.
yeah, it was cute.
I have a question. It's a little off script, but I am curious for both of you. Different phases. So like 0 to 6 months or like the newborn phase. Anything that you miss about that time or anything that you're just like so happy that, because I mean, it's no surprise, right? That as someone who doesn't have children, that definitely seems like the hardest time.
Yeah. They're all different. They're all hard in their own ways. Something I do really miss about the newborn, they don't like Harper doesn't really cuddle as much anymore right now.
Yeah.
But I just miss being able to come home and like put her on my chest and she
Yeah.
could play there for hours. And it was just the sweetest thing in the whole world. And now I have to like beg her to give me a hug. So that's something I think about often. I'm like, oh, I miss when I could just lay and she would just lay on top of me. It's so sweet. But they're all fun. They're all different. Then she can sit and you can just prop them on the ground and like have them sit and go do something. That was a nice stage. That was like 6 to like 11 months.
Yeah, that's the best stage.
And now she's just off and running and she's nuts, but it's really fun. Her little personality coming through.
What about you, Britt?
I would say definitely the newborn cuddles is something to miss. That's probably the best part about a newborn, but otherwise, don't really miss them.
Yeah.
There's no like personality there, like it's nice. I feel like when you can start to see a kid's personality and like what makes them laugh and that type of thing. And like when they smile.
Yeah. It's not very like, they like I remember like when Connor was probably like 7 weeks or something, like Chris and I were like, we're literally like dedicating our lives to this. Like we're not working 24/7. We are like taking care of this child and he requires stuff 24/7. But I'm like, but you can't even smile at me. Like,
yeah, you're not giving anything back. They're literally just like shitting on you and spitting up on you and not giving you no reciprocal love other than the cuddles. But yeah, it is for Brittany saying like they're just like a blob right now. They don't.
Then you miss it once they start walking again.
Yeah.
Or walking for the first time, I should say. That's a whole different ball game. Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of in the thick of it right now, climbing into everything. And I fed her Harper has like a, those little tower things that can go next to your island. Like she stands on it and it's like, she likes to eat there now. So she stands. And so I had her berries this morning and I ran out of the kitchen just to go to the bathroom really quick. Brendan walked in 4 seconds later and she was up on the kitchen island. She climbed up on the kitchen island and was like standing there. He's like, oh, geez. I can't even like go pee really quick anymore.
Yeah. That's true. When they're a newborn, you can like take your eyes off them for like 10 seconds. I miss that too.
Is there anything like you feel like you would have told yourself if you could go back and say, like, I guess kind of like what you wish you knew before becoming a parent, but like something you could go back and be like, okay, Kelly, like you can not worry about this or whatever, any piece of advice, something you wish you knew.
I don't know. I mean, your life's going to change. You kind of prepare for that. And like, it's, I guess you don't really know, it's going to be different, but it's very different. I would say maybe try and save more.
Yeah.
Kids require a lot. They cost a lot. Kids, daycare, all their food, all, diapers, wipes. Like a trip to Target now for like diapers, wipes, and snacks is like $100.
Oh, easily.
quick little Target trip that occurs a couple times a week. So save more, try as hard as you can to like save up, save up, save up.
I feel like diapers are low key an expensive thing that I didn't realize were expensive.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Everything is like we were saying.
Everything.
Yeah. I was saying to my mom now, like just to go to Walgreens now, it's like you used to pop in and spend like $10 at Walgreens, I feel like. And now I went there last week and they rang me up for like $65.
Yeah.
You're like, what the hell?
So standard. Yeah.
I don't know. What about you, Britt? Do you have anything you wish you knew?
Mine was kind of the opposite. I was gonna say like travel, like do all of your traveling that you want to
Yeah,
do.
totally. No, definitely. I do agree with that.
Maybe like I mean you can still travel. Like I feel like if it's a priority like for you, like which it is for me, like I can still travel, but like not more than like 4 days. So like if you want to do like a long trip or a big trip, like do it before you have kids. Like live it up, you know. My other thing is I wish I knew how hard it is to get into daycare. Get your fucking kids on the daycare wait list as soon as you get pregnant.
Yeah, as soon as you find out you're pregnant, like get on a daycare. That was like on my notes too. It's crazy. I put Harper on the list at 15 weeks pregnant. And when I checked in, I was supposed to go back to work in December. So at this point, she was 4 months old. And I was like, hey, just checking in. Where are we on the list? And she said, oh, you're still 13th on the list. I was like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Took both of my boys like a year and a half to get in. So like with both of them, we had like a good 8 months where we had to kind of like work from home with them, which is brutal.
Yeah, that's tough.
No, that's a really good tip. I did not know it took that long. Like I knew it was hard and competitive, but dang.
Yeah. And you need that child care. It's like easy to be like, oh, they're just a baby. Like they can sit right there and like I can still work, but like you can't because the second they need something, like it doesn't matter if you're on the most important call of your life, like you have to get off.
Right.
So yeah, line up that child care.
For sure.
Do you feel when they first started going to childcare, like to daycare, like how was that for you guys? Were you like just happy that you could get some help? Was it hard at first, the adjustment and missing them? Like, do you get updates during the day? What's that like? A big transition.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I was ready to go back to work. I was off because I took a little vacation here and there, like at the beginning and end of my maternity leave. I ended up being off for 23 weeks. So by the end of that, I was ready. I was like, all right, I need a routine again. I was a little worried, but we sent Harper to daycare where one of our best friends was the director. So I knew she was in good hands. Brendan, I have to give Brendan a shout out. I lucked out with not having to experience like the first drop off. I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So we send her to daycare Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And Brendan is like Mr. Mom on those days. He gives her breakfast, gets her ready, brings her to school, picks her up from school, brings her home, does dinner. So I don't really experience daycare as much as he does. He does all that. He did say it was a little sad the first time he dropped her off, but she loves it. I think it's so great for them to be around other kids and, they learn so much. They teach them a lot. They, have their playtime. Like when they were infants all day on the mat, they did their playtime and books and songs and little crafts. We get updates throughout the day. I love it. I stalk that Kinder Tales app like it's no one's business for pictures. Oh, they send pics.
Yeah, you get more than I do.
Oh, it's amazing. I love when we get pictures. I
would love that. It's like, because it's like she's living her own life. Like without you.
All them, but makes you so happy. She's like, okay, she's having a good time.
Yeah. Like to this day, if at our daycare, they like email us pictures. If I get pictures from Chelsea Butcher, who is it, the person that emails them, I am like stopping whatever I'm doing, looking at those pictures.
Yes.
So I just love to see them be like real humans, interacting with their friends.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something I would be like so excited, but like weird. Yeah. Just like it's the first experience of them like living an independent life without you there,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
I definitely found it hard to like I was like with both of them. I was like I'm absolutely not dropping them off the first couple
Mhm.
times. Like you're doing that, Chris.
yeah.
And he did. Because yeah, I mean you part of you feels like a little guilty because that now they're with like all these strangers.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you obviously like you trust the people and then like get to know them. It's better. I feel like it's easier if you I mean, it definitely is. Like if you have a kid that's like a baby that goes there versus, you know, like a 2-year-old or
Right.
something. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, the alternative is you keep them home and then they have to go to preschool and have a fit when you leave them. So it's a toss up. But yeah, I was definitely like, I am not dropping them off. Chris's friend, well, they live in Chicago now, but they lived in Manhattan and they had like an expensive daycare and there was literally a camera on the kids at all time. I was like, I would do nothing except watch that camera all day. It would be counterproductive.
Oh my God. Yeah. I same. It's a full blown live feed. I'm there.
Yeah.
Live feed,
Yeah.
right? Imagine. No, I'd be like, my patients, I'd be like, oh, you're having chest pain, sir? I'm sorry. I need to go look at live feed.
Yeah. I need to make sure Harper's in a nap. She has music class right now. I really want to see music class.
I feel like you've said Britt before, where like Connor will be like, Mama, come see this thing I did in daycare and like be so excited to show you like a
Yeah.
project or something. I feel like that'd be so fun. I would love that.
Yeah. And they make like little Mother's Day presents and like Christmas presents that are like homemade and cute, like stuff
Yeah, I
that we
love
would never do here.
Yeah. I don't know what made me just think of this, but I did a volunteer thing a few years ago and I had to take like a training class to be around kids. It was basically like you would go to a homeless shelter and babysit the kids there for like 2 hours to give the parents a break. And they said this thing that kind of, I was like, oh, that's interesting. They said that babies before, I think it was 18 months, I could be wrong, maybe, or 2 years old, they almost don't even see themselves, like they see themselves as like an extension of you. Like you're almost the same person. They're so like dependent on you. And then that's around that age, 18 months to 2 years, they start to see themselves as an independent person. So they start doing the I do or like me or whatever. And then it's like, I think 3, they start to really like understand social dynamics, like socializing with other people. Do you think that's like, do you feel like that's accurate?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think so. Tyler's like a little over 2 and he's just starting to use like me and I and stuff
Mine
like
do.
that.
Tyler says,
Mine
mine
do.
do.
Mine. It's a favorite.
Oh, mine. Yeah, sure. He's so cute. I'm obsessed with Tyler.
Kyle says that Tyler's like, if you said to AI, like, make me a wicked cute toddler, like it would be Tyler, like his little curls. And he'll be like, the other day, Kristen, he goes, Kyle was watching the boys and he says to Kyle, he goes, I go home, I hold mama's hand. Like
So
he's just been saying the cutest stuff. He literally is like a little AI baby. He's so cute.
Oh my! At Connor's birthday the other day, when he looked across the table and goes, I'm so happy." I was like, "I
so
can't."
pure.
So
He is
pure.
so pure. He said that when we were up in Loon, he said Harper slept till like 8:30. He was like, I want Harper up. Harper's my friend.
Yeah. I want to play with Harper, my friend.
Wait, but don't you love the cousins like dynamic? Like,
Oh, of course.
I love that.
Really cute. Connor and Tyler are very good boys to Harper. They're really sweet.
Yeah. They are good. They all love each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah. So they're like excited to see each other.
Oh, they love.
Yeah.
Connor comes over. He's like, Happy. Let me give you a hug. And he pets her on the head and he tries to share with her. And Tyler gives her hugs and they share the toys. It's so cute.
They get a little rough, but
They get a little rough, but I'm like, that's all right, Harps. You need
she's giving it back to them these days. So
they're awesome though. Tyler and Harper are going to be in the same grade.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah.
My nephews on their dad's side have a cousin that's in their grade and they're 11 and they're still like besties. They see each other all the time.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
How would you describe Harper's personality? Like 3 words. I would love to hear from both of you, honestly, because I don't know Harper as well. Obviously, I've seen her. She's the cutest kiddo. But how would you describe her?
I would definitely, first word is happy. Like she's always happy. I feel like she's definitely going to be like, I feel like she's starting to get like I don't know, like mischievous. Like I feel like she knows what she's doing now and she'll like chuckle and then like be fresh, like do something she should know she's not supposed to. Kind of funny. What
She's
about you? I
outgoing.
think she is definitely outgoing. She has no qualms about like going and she'll walk right up to a stranger and like hug them and try and make them giggle. So she's definitely very outgoing.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I feel like you see personalities in kids early. Like that wouldn't surprise me then if she grows up to be a very like extroverted, happy
Oh, she definitely
person.
will.
Yeah, she's giving extroverted vibes right now for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how outgoing she is. Neither of mine are outgoing. I mean, they're not like super, they're kind of in the middle, but like, yeah, like Harper, that one time we were at Wampy, which is the spa, and all these kids came in from like hockey or something after. It was like, must have been a tournament, and they're all like sitting in a circle. Harper just walks over, sits right down with them. They're like 5 years older than her, sits right in the circle and is playing with them. I was like, my kids would never do that. Like, I would never do that. I was like, that's not my family's genes. That's
Yeah.
definitely Kelly.
That's funny.
But yeah, she just bumbles around. She's sweet.
Yeah, she was walking around Connor and Trevor's birthday party, just like she like leads with her belly. She just like walks around, strutting around the whole place with
Like she
just
owns
picking
it.
up a mini hockey stick and starts strutting around. Yeah, like she owns the place. Like she does not care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like rapid firing right now, but sorry.
Yeah, no.
Sure.
Favorite thing about parenthood so far?
Now, like right around now, starting to see her personality come out. Like
Yeah.
what's it's gonna be, what she's gonna be like. Now she can do more, reciprocate more. It's funny.
Do you agree with
Yeah.
that, Brett?
Yeah, I would say that. And just like how much they love you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, even if like there'll be times when I'm like, I feel like a guilty mom because my kids go to daycare 4 days a week and it's like I don't even spend time with them during the week, blah, blah, blah. But then they still are like just as excited to see me and like happy and like love me just as much. And then I'm like, ooh, okay. You know,
Yeah.
it's just nice.
Most difficult part so far?
Go ahead.
Definitely like you lose all sense of like predictability in your life. Like you can't really schedule, like you can try to schedule things, but and honestly, like basically every single thing you do, it's like a 50-50 chance it's going to work out. So it's like if we like we're going to do someday, like say we were like taking Connor and Tyler to the Providence Bruins game and Connor's so excited and like, you know, like one time we went and it was like Spidey night or something. Like we make this huge effort to go there and then it's like we get there and like they're just cranky and they're just in a pissed off mood and Tyler's like whining, crying. You just have to go home. So that sucks. And yeah, just like and like I said earlier, like you could be on the most important meeting of your life, but like if daycare calls and your kid has a fever, like you have to go. There's literally nothing you can do. You could be on day one of your new job and you have to say, I'm sorry, like I have to go. So like your life and your time is like not really your own anymore.
Yeah.
And then my other one is when they are sick. I like hate. I say it to Chris all the time. Like it's like taking a bullet every single time they're sick. I hate it. And
Yeah.
doctors, spoiler alert, also, doctors don't know shit. They don't know anything. They can't fix any problems. They just tell you to give Tylenol, but you can only give Tylenol when they're like 3 months old, and then you give
Yeah.
Motrin when they're 6 months old. But before then, nothing. Just hang on.
Just
And
ride the
it's just
wave.
so sad. Like I'm like, if you told me, like Tyler had really bad eczema, like I'm like, if you told me to go walk to California to pick up this like eczema medicine that will cure him instantly and he'll be all better, like I would just start walking. I would do it right away, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like there's just nothing they can do and it's very frustrating.
There was some movie or something I watched where it was like the parent was like, no, like whatever pain you're feeling, like I'm feeling it 10 times worse. Like, you know what I
Yes.
mean? It's just like
Yes.
yeah.
I agree with all of that. I think something that's not necessarily also just about the kids, but like your relationship,
Yeah.
like with your significant other, really
Yeah.
changes a lot. You can, you're going to have your highest of highs, but also very low lows because
Yeah.
you go from like you two are your focus, like just each other. It's like you spend every night on the couch together and eating dinner together and like hanging out. And then this new the love of your life, this new love of your life comes in, and then you each, that's your focus. You like, it goes away from each other onto this, and I wouldn't have it any other way, but it's definitely hard. Like you don't make as much time for each other. And you, like I said, you you are not the other one's and vice versa's number one priority anymore.
Yeah.
And so
And you
that
have to
can
like,
cause, I feel like, because then if you, like Britt and I, the golf,
mhm.
the boys are going to listen and be like, yep, of course this was going to get brought up.
Yeah, Chris
But
doesn't
like,
listen.
no, but just like you then, because you're like not each other's priority anymore, this new thing is like if the other one does something for themselves, sometimes you can get like a little like, well, what the heck? What do you mean? You get to
Yeah.
go do that and I'm here. And so it's definitely a relationship, I feel like, is a big learning curve, like trying to pivot and being a new parent while being together.
Yeah. It's like all of a sudden you have to like ask for permission to like do things.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like, oh, by the way, like I was gonna go to brunch with my friends on Sunday. Is that okay? You know, it's like it's kind of weird. You have to like
Right.
ask your
Right.
like spouse for permission, and yeah, it turns into this weird like scoreboard thing, and it's not fun. So yeah, I would say one of my biggest like tips also for new parents is like just get on the same page with your partner and just remember that like you're a team
Hmm.
and you're like both you're not against each other because a lot of times
Exactly.
it feels like you're like against each other, like emotions are high, especially like the first few weeks, like you're sleep deprived, so you like
Right.
your stress levels already higher and you're already like, you know, less patient. And yeah, like you just have to be able to take a step back and be like, okay, wait, we're on
Right.
the same team here.
Right.
Like let's figure this out and not like fight about it. It's
Yeah. I
very
feel like you need to
hard.
learn to talk through things more and
Yeah.
not just argue or bicker because it will just escalate from there. You need to talk it through. And like Brittany said, same team.
But that's a really good point because I feel like that is so true when you think about tips for parents. You don't necessarily always go to like how to manage like your relationship being a parent. And I don't necessarily think that our generation thinks this, but I think there are people out there who think having a baby will like solve problems or
Mhm.
Totally.
make you closer.
Yeah,
And it's
no, I
like,
don't get that mindset at all. I
No, I don't
cannot.
understand that. Yeah,
If you're in a
yeah.
really bad spot, I can't imagine that bringing this thing in where that's going to
same.
deprive you and suck you of all your money and
It's gonna
sleep,
save your marriage.
save your marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no way.
But that's a good piece of advice. Get on the same page and talk things through. I'm sure like if you know, let things fester, it's going to implode at one point.
Hmm.
Yeah. I feel like the other thing too is like surprising, but not like if you don't kind of like lay out the rules a lot of times, or not like the rules, but like a lot, sometimes it's good to like talk about, I mean, I wish Chris and I did this better, but like list out all the things that we have to do for like childcare and like around the house, like the dishes, the chores and all that, and kind of like divide things up and be like, hey, this is your job and this is your
Hmm.
job. Or like, for example, my friend Tori was just saying that she had a really good idea. She was like, her husband Charlie does not like to like get the phone call, you have to leave work and like, you know, reshuffle things at work like quickly. He like gets all frazzled. So she's like, okay, well then you can take them to all of their like annual appointments, their scheduled appointments. Like he takes them all to those doctors. And then so then when she gets the call, like she takes them to those doctors. So they're both going to the doctor. That ends up
Hmm.
being, you know, pretty equal. So like stuff like that, like laying out those ground
Yeah,
rules.
yeah, expectations and like, yeah.
I think it's also inevitable that you're going to argue with your partner. Like I don't
Oh
really,
yeah.
you know, like that's just going to happen. So it seems like having a good support system, and Kelly, I know you have this too, of like other women, you know,
Hmm.
just girls to you know, and having other parents is huge, but just other people that you can kind of like vent to or like talk things through to, like is to me, that feels like a lot of people really need that support, like especially in
Hmm.
early
Yeah.
parenthood. So don't be afraid to lean on your friends.
Yeah, take it. People want to offer it. Like if people just want to bring you a coffee or come over and like hold the baby, well, if you want to like clean up a little and do a little laundry, like take it. Let people, you know, don't feel bad if people are offering and they genuinely mean it. You know, lean on people.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Don't feel like the guilt.
Yeah. Anything that we didn't hit on, like tips or I don't know.
I don't think so. Let me look at my little.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, I think we did.
I think we crushed it.
I think we
We crushed
crushed
it.
it.
Well, thanks so much for coming on, Kelly. We had so much fun with you on the pod.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yay. Long time coming.
I know.
We should have a new mom roundtable when all of those 15, you know, people have babies
Oh
Oh,
my
in
that's a good
God.
idea.
April to June.
Right? We'll have to get the Kramer studio again.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
seriously.
God. That was so fun. It's so wild because I feel like every person's like birth story and like labor is so different. That would be
Yeah,
like an interesting
totally.
Yeah. A
Round
bunch of
table.
people's birth stories. Oof.
Yeah. I'd be curious.
Buckle up for that.
Well, we will be back on Friday with a regular episode. A lot of news this week. Brooklyn Beckham.
Summer House, Amanda
Summer
and
House.
Kyle.
Yeah, we got a lot to discuss. So tune in for that.
Make sure to like us, follow us, comment at us at snitchinpod on TikTok and Instagram. Go to our website, snitchinpodcast.com, and tell everyone you know about us.
Thanks, Kelly.
All
Thanks,
right.
Kelly.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.